Hi everyone, and welcome to the Capricorn December 2023 New Year Miracle Reading. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot, a place for you to better connect with and illuminate your own personal spiritual importance. So hi everyone and welcome. Now in this reading today, we are going to be taking a look at a miracle that wants to come in for you in 2023. And this first card here is going to be the card that's going to be what I like to call our spiritual compass point. This is where Spirit is asking us to kind of turn our internal spiritual gaze towards so that we can be ready for this miracle when it wants to come in. Now, I'm a big believer in miracles, that they always want to come in for us to help us level up in some aspect of reaching our ultimate potential and prosperity. And I also believe that many of us miss those opportunities to bring in a miracle because we are either A, not looking for them, or we're not in a place of belief, that we don't believe that miracles happen. We don't believe that something that we really need to help us gain an element of growth in our experience. We don't believe that we have that cosmic connection to help us to bring in that miracle. So if we can all kind of get to that place of suspended belief as we move into 2023, I think what can come in for us is going to be shocking, both to myself and to all of you, hopefully. So you have co-create, and I love this card. It's the number 40, breaks down to number 4 in numerology, which is the number of building through hard work. It's the number of stability as well, which I love. But I love how there's also a cheetah here, and an owl and an egg. There's this feeling when we think about co-creating that we can think about the owl kind of representing spirit, representing kind of universal or divine knowledge. And then we have the cheetah, which can be us. This is when sometimes we want to move ahead so fast. And there is a moment where we both can kind of come together, where the cheetah can stop and rest and stop the sprint, and spirit has enough time to connect, and they can then have this beautiful egg that comes in, giving birth to something new, giving birth to something that wants to come in. And you know, Capricorn, there's going to be a lot of focus on your sign moving into 2023 because we have some big planets. So we have right now Mercury actually going, I believe, retrograde in your sign through the 23rd of January, which is really allowing all of us to internally slow down, watch the power of our words as we kind of discover where we want to put our effort in the new year and what's really going to, if we want to kind of do hard work and set goals, what are those goals attached to that are going to bring us true joy, and how can we start to communicate from that place? So this really is a message for all of us, actually, since we're in your season, Capricorn. But this really shows that we don't always have to just push. You know, when you think of the cheetah sitting here and resting, it's almost like he's looking out to where his next sprint will be, but he has to have that moment of rest. And so this is a great time to get very clear as to, again, where you want to direct your efforts. And it's almost like working smarter, not harder. You know, cheetahs work in short bursts and then they take the time to recuperate. They don't have the stamina and the ability to run at that high speed at all times. So that's really coming through intuitively here, is that this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And so when we think about it in that way, what would we like to co-create where we get a chance to kind of just work on it a little bit every day, and that brings us to a joyful place? Okay, so I'm going to read first the little description here that comes in the book with this, and then we'll move into pulling additional clarifying cards. So we have essential meanings. It says creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, and manifestation. It says the oracle's message. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. And there's your miracle. When you view your life as art and know you co-created, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. I'm going to read the prosperity message as well, because that's what we're really looking at in this reading. So it says, flashes of inspiration give rise to great success when you receive this message. You are at your most creative now, and whatever you apply yourself to will lead to the fruition of your dreams. Remember that all your ideas are channeled from a higher source. You create your reality in partnership with spirit. The potential for manifestation is unlimited now. Revel in its vastness. Wow. Capricorn, this is fantastic. A fantastic card to get. So, really think about that for yourself. Where for you are you, when we're thinking about using this as an internal compass point, when we think about now, you have this high level of manifestation ability coming in for you. Where do you want to put that? Like, if you could manifest something of your dreams, what is that? And that's where you kind of, I think, through this moving kind of this portal, this New Year's portal into January, where we're still in this Mercury retrograde in your sign, that this is a beautiful time for you kind of be quiet and, get clear from a heart space perspective of what you want to create for yourself, and then listen. Just take the time to internally listen to what comes in. What are those intuitive nudges? Where is the owl, universal knowledge, opening the door for you? And then that's where you get ready to kind of burst into 2023, ready to take to put in the hard work and kind of like a cheetah, kind of go forward in these spurts in the way of like following the dots. Really like this for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I also like that there's that strong focus on art, of really thinking about your life in a creative sense. So for some of you, this may even be getting into something that kind of sparks your creativity again. And that's really going to be kind of the guiding principle through 2023. So now I'm going to pull a card here to take a look at the energy that wants to come in for 2023, and then we'll pull some additional clarifiers to get some more specific messages. What does Capricorn need to know about the energy of 2023 for them? Let's see overarching energy. Let's see overarching energy. Oh, I love this. Victory. Well, it doesn't get better than that. So we have number 28. Breaking down to number 10 in numerology, further breaking down to a 1. So this is endings and beginnings. I think you guys have come through a major life cycle. And in some aspect, you are coming out in 2023 as victorious. Now, you may not feel that way, maybe sitting where you are from this perspective before we actually formally move into 2023. And that this Mercury retrograde in your sign might be that kind of the bridge between kind of the old you as you went through this cycle to get to where you are, and the new you that is moving forward, being able to look back and realize the victory of how much you've achieved for yourself, how you got to where you are now. But also, I think from this vantage point, you can see so much further. And so you have this ability to really not only goal set, but again, manifest from this level of whatever you've been victorious in up to this point. Meaning maybe you've been victorious in bringing in a beautiful family environment for yourself, or you've been victorious and you've been working towards building a business, and finally you're at that crux point where you have your own business and it's moving and it's becoming successful. Or you have something along the lines of a relationship, or you fill in the blank for whatever you've been working towards. Okay, so I'm going to pull some clarifiers here. So we'll see if any specific messages want to come out. And again, take what resonates. Not every specific message is for everyone, but I am a big believer as to what comes out here is meant for those who view it. So let's go ahead and see. So what does Capricorn need to know about victory? The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I love it. Yeah, the wheel is turning in your favor. we have the Devil, we have Six of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and Four of Wands. So there's a story here of, for some of you, being held tied to something in the past, that maybe you couldn't make peace with something in the past, with the Devil and the Six of Cups coming in. You're holding yourself back from really moving into a place of kind of childlike innocence again, really connecting with, your inner child, or that part of yourself that maybe was wounded by something with the Devil coming in. Now with the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, this is moving into nurturing something that you want to grow. And the Four of Wands is creating the foundation to celebrate that. This can be almost like the parent nurturing the child, or the parent nurturing the business. And the Four of Wands says you've achieved some level of success. That's the victory here, that you're creating a level of stability for yourself that can be celebrated with others. After a period of where there had been something around the past that had held you back. Something, again, where maybe you couldn't forgive somebody, or there was just a point of wounding in your life that you were held back by. And this shows that you have this opportunity to be successful and victorious and moving past that. And the Wheel of Fortune, again, is turning in your favor. We can say that the wheel is always turning, right? And when we think about a wheel turning, sometimes we're up and sometimes we're down. And we can, right now, with the energy coming in from this co-create card, the energy is in your favor. You're kind of up on the wheel, and it's almost like you have to take spirit up on this opportunity, though, to move forward, to really jump into the flow and claim your victory. Because the Wheel of Fortune will turn over again, and we can miss our chance if we don't choose to take the opportunity to build something that we want, to build the stable foundation to support what we want to nurture, what we want to bring in for ourselves. And again, be that family, be that business, be that a romantic partnership, you fill in the blank as to what you want that to be for yourself. But you have the opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune is that opportunity. Okay, so now let's see what else wants to come in for you. So I'm pulling a card now for advice from Spirit. And so the advice from Spirit for 2023 is surrender to the wisdom of your body. It says, listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. This is a really good reminder. And I think it's interesting how this individual has their eyes closed, and so does the individual in this card. There's a feeling, again, of kind of trusting coming through, trusting that you'll be victorious, but also really getting into awareness of your body. Your body will tell you when you're feeling tense, where you're stressed, or the reverse, where you're excessively happy. When you are around certain individuals, do you feel relaxed, or do you feel stressed, or does it bring you great joy? And these are things to really think about, because this is going to be a part of your guiding compass, that this is going to be how Spirit talks to you. So when you start to feel maybe stressed in the new year, maybe that's the realization of, I need to focus less on this and more on what brings me joy, more on what makes me feel less of that. Or, maybe you've always been around a certain group of people and suddenly you're realizing, wow, they're not the people. It doesn't make me feel happy to be here anymore. It can also be a living situation. This can be where you are realizing, wow, where I'm living now is wonderful and I'm reconnecting to it and it feels great. Or it's not where I want to be anymore, and it's time for me to take the wheel up, and it's time for me to level up and move someplace else. Or it's time for me to, level up and maybe even just reevaluate my home in general. Maybe it's time for a redo, a redecoration, or maybe it's time to even, bring new experiences in for yourself. So there's something here around really paying attention to your body, and through your body, your feelings. I really think our body, our physical body, is just a physical manifestation of our emotional body. And that's why oftentimes when we are denying our emotions, when we are unaware of our emotions, or we don't want to look at our emotions, we get physically ill. We have some physical manifestation of that. So really be aware of that. If you are finding yourself having physical ailments, really take a look at where perhaps you are ignoring a part of your emotional body that wants to come through, and show you where to kind of break through into an avenue of leveling up in that area. So maybe you're feeling anxious about your work environment and there's something that needs to change there. Maybe the work environment is too draining for you and it's time to make a shift. Or same with your home environment. Again, maybe you're feeling constantly anxious because your home is overburdened by just things and it's time for you to kind of clean house a little bit to clear the energy. But whatever you choose to follow is going to help, I think, just open up your energetic body. And so you can, again, hear this advice from Spirit and really be able to follow it, really be able to move forward and, again, take advantage of what's coming in for you. And this level of victory that really, again, victorious in the manifestation of this right here, of the foundation you're creating for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to pull some additional clarifiers to see if anything else wants to come out. What else does Capricorn need to know about surrendering to the wisdom of your body? What else does Capricorn need to know about surrendering to the wisdom of their body? Ooh, okay, let's see what came out here. The World. Yeah, something's come to a major ending. Now, that is a major ending of a life cycle right there, the World. It's a moment where you get to stop, you get to celebrate how far you've come, and then you get ready for the world to turn over again. This mimics the Wheel of Fortune. So for some of you, it's tapping into how you feel in your body is going to show you where something needs to end, where something has come to a hard stop. Again, this can be with the walking away of, where you've always worked previously or how you've always worked. This could be the walking away from a way that you were in a relationship, or walking away from a friend group that no longer feels supportive for you. Or this can be where you realize, again, in your home life, like where you've lived for up to this point, that's come to an end, and now there's something new that you can manifest. So keep that in mind, that really utilizing what you feel to show you where something has ended and where the new victorious cycle wants to come in for you. Okay, I'm going to pull a final card now for a final message from Spirit, and I'll pull a couple extra clarifiers as well. So what does Capricorn need to know for 2023 in general? Oh, this really kind of sums it up. It says, Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation with the number 6 coming in. And the number 6 speaks to the energy of love, speaks to the energy of home. It also speaks to the energy of giving birth or creating something on a spiritual level when we co-create with others. So I like that it says lay a solid foundation, because that's what the 4 of Wands is, a solid foundation that's celebrated by others. So there is something here that this solid foundation is going to be the next, since there's a major cycle ending for you, this is going to be the foundation for moving forward for the next cycle. And for some of you, this could be a 10-year cycle, or this could be a 1-year cycle for you with the Wheel of Fortune coming in, because this could be, symbolizing the 12 Zodiac signs and the 12 months of the year. So this could be that as you start in January, this is about laying a firm foundation for what you want to bring in for the year, or for what you want to bring in the next cycle. So keep that in mind. I'm going to pull just a couple extra clarifiers to see if anything else wants to come out. So let's go ahead and see anything else around laying a solid foundation. And again, with number 6 coming in, this is really harnessing the energy of love, the energy of the home as well. And there's the 4 of Wands again. Well, this is double confirmation. So yeah, lay the foundation that is meant to be celebrated and seen by others. The thing about the 4 of Wands is it's not just about a solid foundation. It's all about a foundation that literally can be enjoyed and celebrated by others. It's meant to be seen. That's why it looks like this is kind of like a marriage here, because that is one of, the foundations that can be celebrated is the union between two people, and others come to celebrate that union. So there is something here around that there is a call for you to create the foundation for something that, again, can be of service, can be enjoyed by others, can also just be recognized in what you've created for yourself, that people look at you and say, wow, you've moved into the home of your dreams that now your family can come over and visit. Or, wow, you created the stability for a business that is going to really help your family level up, and maybe even provide jobs for other people. Or, wow, you've really created this, foundation for, again, just ushering in a new aspect of your life that you want to manifest for yourself. Again, this could be that you want to become a part of a community. And so you find a new place to move to that you want, you pick what it means for you, but there is something here about laying a firm foundation. And when we think about kind of coming back to that creative element, that artistic element that was kind of coming through, this could also be laying a firm foundation in bringing creativity back into your life, that you are creating works that will be seen and recognized by others. So for some of you, a very specific message here, if you are a creative entrepreneur or a creative artist, that this could be saying it's time to lay the solid foundation to bring in a work of creative manifestation. So this could be the writing of a book. This could be the painting of a picture. This could be creating the online community you've always wanted to create, but creating that foundation. And this is saying you will be successful if you dedicate yourself to that as the Queen of Pentacles, if you put the hard work in and listen to how Spirit's going to communicate to you through your body. All right, everyone, I'm going to leave it there. Looks like you guys are heading into a very bright and victorious 2023, which is wonderful. If you'd like to book a personal reading to see what 2023 holds for you specifically, you can click in the link in the description box below to visit my website. Otherwise, you can go ahead and join me here in January for the expanded Illumination reading. All right, Capricorn, I wish you guys all a wonderful, very happy, very blessed New Year's. And I look forward to seeing what victories you bring in for yourself and the miracles that want to come in to help that. Bye, everyone.